another Q&A. Now, I love doing these videos. I love doing Q&As, so let's get right into it. So first, we're going to start off with the Instagram questions. So whenever I'm doing a Q&A, I put a sort of thingy in the community tab, and then you guys can ask me questions in the comments down below. And just so you guys know that I actually, notice that you've put questions on there, I heart them, and then I like them, so you guys for sure know that I got them, and they'll be in the Q&A. So, and then for Instagram, I put up a little question thingy or whatever, and you can put in there whatever question you want to ask. So I have gotten a few that are like trying to promote their businesses. I just ignore those, but anyways, so let's get into it. So first up, coming from Lawrence. Now Lawrence is a huge supporter of the channel. He did give me a pretty fair donation last week, and I really appreciate that, man. So thank you very much. But anyway, his question is, do you think if Shane was still alive now, what would be different? So personally, if I really think about it, I feel like the entire group would probably be dead. I feel like a lot of situations would have turned out different. I feel like he would have been way too protective over Lori. He probably would have went even more psychotic after she died. Probably killed somebody. Then everybody would have rioted on him, either left him or tried to kill him, and then he'd kill them. Or, I don't know. I just don't see it going down well at all. Shane was not meant to be a leader whatsoever. He was not meant to have any sort of power, because he really did get hot-headed, as we all saw. He was in love, and that took over who he was, and then he went psycho and tried to kill his best friend. So if they made it to the savior arc, which honestly I don't feel like they would have. I feel like everything would have went right down in season 3 if he was still alive and Rick was dead. Wait, I guess we can look at this two different ways. If Shane was still alive with Rick, or if Shane ended up killing Rick and Shane was still alive. So I'm going to take it as the way of Shane killed Rick, and Shane is the one that's still alive and leading, right now at least, and then we can talk about the other option. So everybody probably would have died after Lori, because he just wouldn't have been there to lead them if they were even still following him. And then if Rick was still alive, things might have turned out okay. I don't think everybody would have died. I think Rick would have been able to kill him before things got too out of hand, but I think that honestly would have been even more interesting if they kept him alive even longer, and I feel like they could have, for this matter of Rick had to kill him after Lori died. So it would have been like, Lori dies, and then 2 episodes later, Shane is trying to kill people, so Rick has to kill him. That would have been a crazy season for sure, because Shane and Lori would have died, but I like how they did it. So anyways, that was a really good question. I love talking about the what if scenarios of, what if Shane, or what if Simon, or all that kind of stuff. But anyways, next, coming from JPW Phoenix, if you could pick one past character from The Walking Dead to come back, who would it be? For me, it'd be Andrea, because Andrea had so much story. It would be Andrea or Carl. Carl got to do a good chunk of the series, but Andrea she did not need to die at all. She should still be alive to this day. She should have, if they're following the comics, she should die in the next episode that's supposed to come out, or maybe a season 11 premiere, I don't know, it just depends, but she's not here anyway. So in my opinion, she should still be here. She's had so much story with Rick, but I do prefer the story that they gave Michonne instead, because Michonne, in the comics, it almost felt like, not that she was neglected, because she was a forefront character, but she didn't have as much story as she should have for how big of a character that she was, and how old of a character she was. Like, she was there for, 174 issues out of the 193, so she definitely should have been. I feel like she didn't have as big of a story in the comics. When it came to the end, she did meet her daughter, she did become a lawyer and everything, the main lawyer of the Commonwealth, but they could have done something more with her in the comics, I feel. She had a relationship with Ezekiel, but other than that, I feel like she didn't get the story that she deserved in the comics, but she does in the show, because, Andrea, they might have just taken that over. But if Andrea did still live in the show, and she hooked up with the governor and Shane, it would not have worked. They definitely would have had to change it, because not only would Rick had been with two of the same women Shane had been, but he also would have been sleeping with the woman that slept with the governor, one of his biggest enemies. So I think that Andrea really could still be alive to this day. She had a really cool outfit as well. She had like a hat and a poncho that would have looked really awesome in her shooting skills with the rifle. They set that up in season 2 for her being a good shot. So she could still be alive, but she's not. But maybe Carl, because Carl definitely had more story with Lydia. And yeah, I don't know. One of those two characters. Preferably Andrea, because we didn't get to see as much as we should have as when it comes to her. But with Carl, we got to see 8.5 seasons worth. So, or 7.5, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, coming in next from DM's reviews are what are your thoughts on Fear the Walking Dead Season 5? So, I actually didn't finish watching Season 5 of Fear. I do plan to go back and finish it before Season 6 starts, because I'm not going to stop watching it by any means, but I definitely didn't finish it. Like, I watched the first half, I watched, I think, the premiere, and then part of the finale. Like, I know everything that's going on, I just haven't watched it. And I believe the Season 5 mid-season premiere was the one where they were on the mine or whatever, or like the explosions. Oh my god, what even was that? That was a horrible episode. Like, I hate to hate on stuff, but I don't even know what the heck that was. And like the way they filmed it and everything, with like what even was going on. Like, I can write a better story than that. And like, I do like to write, and I write a lot of my own stories anyways, but like, not saying I'm a good writer or anything, but better than the showrunners that they have right now, because I don't even know what the heck that was. That was not television. That was not a story. That's all I know. But anyway, coming in from Jack Zom, this is on to the YouTube questions, Jack Zom 778. Now, he asked me to give him a shout out for a shout out, so I'm gonna give him a shout out, and yeah, definitely go subscribe to his channel. He's a newer Walking Dead YouTuber. He's doing reviews on the seasons right now and reviews on Funko Pops. He's doing a Q&A when he gets 100 subscribers, so go check him out. I'll put a link to his channel in the description down below. But he says, when did you start watching The Walking Dead, and how did you find out about it? P.S. Love your vids. So thank you, man. I know you are a big supporter when it comes to the channel. So I started watching The Walking Dead I always thought it was Season 5, but now that I'm thinking about it, my first episode I watched live was Season 6, Episode 6. So I started watching in Season 6. I just caught up with Season 5, and then I like missed the first half, or like the first 5 episodes of Season 6, because like when I finished it, Season 6 had already started, and I didn't know where I could like watch the episodes at. So I started then, and then I just watched from there on, and then finally I went back and rewatched them after they were having a marathon for the mid-season premiere, or no, mid-season finale. So yeah, and how did you find out about it? So how I found out about it was my best friend, I'm still really good friends with them right now, but she like told me all about it. Her and her brother, I'm really close with their entire family. My family's really close with their family, but anyway, so they all watched it, and she told me about it. So, and then we had like a half day, and I watched the first 2 episodes, and then I just ended up like, I'm just gonna power through this first season, see how I like it. And then I finished the entire first season in one night, and then I remember I watched the first 2 episodes of the next season that night, or the following day, or something close to that, similar to that, or whatever. And then I hit the Sophia episode, and that's when I just knew I was gonna continue watching this all the way through, because it was so good. So yeah, I was really, really excited about that though, because I wasn't the type of person that watched TV all the time, or like was obsessed with one show like I am now. Don't look behind me. Anyways, so coming in next is from Katie. Now Katie is one of my moderators. She's gonna be moderating for The Mandalorian, which is supposed to come out this Thursday on the channel. So she said, when did you first get into Harry Potter? Did you read the books first, or watch the movies before reading the Harry Potter books? So I hate that I did, but I did watch the movies before. So I was in about 3rd or 4th grade, and I watched all the movies, and then I started reading the books in middle school, and now I've read them. I think I'm rereading them for like the 3rd time now. I'm on the Order of the Phoenix, so that once I I'm taking a break. I'm reading the Game of Thrones books. As you can see, the first one's missing because I'm reading it right now. But I read all those books, and then now I just read 1 through 4 in like the past 4 months or whatever. Because I don't read too much because it's not new content. I've already read them, so I'm sort of taking it slow, and I'll eventually get to the 4th, 5th, or the 5th, 6th, and 7th book. Anyways, so when I first got into it in 3rd grade, and spring break I started watching them, and I kept falling asleep during the first one because like you're on vacation, you spend all the day on the beach, and then you just get tired, and then like it took me forever to finish the first movie, and then I finally finished it, and then I watched the 2nd and the 3rd, and then I was hooked because I just absolutely loved it. And then I ended up watching the last 2, the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2, with my mom, and for some reason that the 7th one scared me so much because of the ending scene. Like I thought the chase scene was so cool, but then the ending part where Dobby dies and Bellatrix carves mudblood into Hermione's arm, those parts scarred me because I was so young when I watched them, and it scared me a lot. I could not sleep because it really got to me. But anyways, from Hard Productions, it says, you into Jurassic Park. It's my favorite movie. Love your vids, man. So thank you very much for the support. I have not watched Jurassic Park. I've watched the Jurassic World and the second Jurassic World, but I have not watched Jurassic Park. I might have to do that, and I might make a reaction video to it and watch it on Patreon or something. So if you're interested in that, let me know. But this is coming from another one of my moderators for the 100 and the Mandalorian is Eileen. What did your parents say when you asked to start your channel, and what drew you in to start The Walking Dead? So, as I said about the drew me in is my friend wanted me to watch it, and then I just became hooked after season 2. So, like I was already into it, I was already like really getting into the characters and the story and the zombies, and then the thing with Sophia happened, and I was like, oh crap. And then my parents, when I wanted to start the channel, they actually didn't have a problem with it. They thought it was a cool idea, something for me to do, and now it's turned into this 1.08 subscribers, which I'm thankful for every single one of you, and a Patreon page, which is doing pretty well right now. So for everybody out there that is supporting the channel in any way possible, it means a ton. And yeah, my parents really thought it was a good idea, and my dad wanted to help me with it, but I wanted to be my own thing. But anyways, another question from Jackzom778 is, when will you do a room tour or a Walking Dead Funko Pop collection video? So I currently already have a Walking Dead Funko Pop collection video, part 1, up on the channel, and the collection has not changed since then, when it comes to part 1 at least, because part 1 was just the original regular characters. Part 2 is going to be the variants. I still haven't made it. I still need to make that video and release it for you guys, but I have got a good amount of demand on it, so I will be doing that soon. Actually, no, I think there is one more pop I need to add to that. I'll just put it in part 2, but anyways, and then my room tour. So right now I have some sick artwork that's supposed to be delivered tomorrow. So once I get that, I'm gonna hang it up there, and then yeah, I should be able to make it. I actually do have some stuff in here I want to get out because this is gonna be my official studio now, and I'm gonna have a bedroom downstairs. This is where I'm gonna keep all my stuff, but I'm still trying to finish my bedroom downstairs. Me and my dad are working on it, but he's also working on another project, and he has to go back. He went back to work today, so yeah, I have a lot of things that I want to do. This room is gonna look really sick once I get everything, finished and everything. So the artwork is supposed to be here tomorrow. I'm gonna put it up in the frames. I already have all the frames up. I just have to, receive it. So that'll be up very soon. And then I also want to do, I don't know when I want to do the room tour though, because I want to, I don't know, because I'm going to change it around a lot once I get my room finished. So I'm like, should I wait a month and just make a second one, like a different one, or should I just wait and make it when everything is finished? So, I mean, you guys can let me know what you want to do down below or what you think. But thank you guys so much for all the questions. This is really fun. I love doing these videos. If you would like, you can join my Patreon for full reactions to all my reaction videos. The Mandalorian is starting Thursday. The 100 episode 5 is supposed to be out tomorrow, and then episode 6 should be out on Friday. So thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.